Caitlin Clark spent 20 minutes signing autographs. She made her way 2/3 of the arena. She signed literally hundreds of autographs. She signed hundreds of autographs. And if you guys didn't see that game today, there were as many Fever fans as there were Sky fans.
Because it looked like Caitlin Clark went to Chicago and took the city over. It looked like she took the city over.
People are showing up just to witness Caitlin Clark. It's like she's the damn Beatles.
Angel Reese had another meltdown, and this time, it came right after Caitlin Clark humiliated her again on live TV. In a nationally televised matchup that had the whole sports world watching, Clark put on an absolute show, sinking logo threes, running the offense like a maestro and leaving Reese visibly shaken.
Now, see, this the real version of walking your trap and take over your trap. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh my God.
All them jerseys. I would hate Caitlin too. And I wasn't even aware. Wasn't this supposed to be Barbie night or something? Come on, Caitlin walked in and took over, and she didn't even play.
Is the pressure finally breaking Angel Reese? And then came the real bombshell. Whispers of sponsorship deals suddenly under review. Brands that once paraded her as the face of Gen Z confidence now seem to be distancing themselves. Posts got deleted. Scheduled promos got postponed. Nothing was officially confirmed, but the silence from her camp was deafening. It wasn't just a bad night. It looked like the start of a PR unraveling. And all the while, Caitlin Clark? She stayed focused, kept scoring, kept trending, kept winning. Not just in the box score, but in the eyes of the public, the sponsors, and the media. The rivalry that once looked evenly matched now feels like a turning tide. And Angel Reese, once dubbed the Queen of Confidence, is suddenly fighting to protect her crown, both on the court and off it.
What happened to Miss Angel Reese? She's all in Indiana during All-Star, and her Reebok campaign, come to your trap, take over your trap.
This rivalry? It's no longer just about who scores more points or who wins the game. It's evolved into something much bigger, a full-blown brand war. Caitlin Clark has become the WNBA's golden engine. She's selling out arenas in every city, driving record-breaking TV ratings, and moving more jerseys than any other player in the league, rookie or veteran. She's not just part of the narrative. She is the narrative. Meanwhile, Angel Reese has been cast as the foil, not just the rival, but the lightning rod. Her every move draws scrutiny. Her passion gets labeled as attitude. Her confidence gets questioned. And like it or not, the league is now riding the tension between these two phenoms. Every matchup between Clark and Reese is more than a game. It's a culture clash. A collision of image, identity, and media spin. One is positioned as the face of the league's future, the other as its fire starter. And for two young stars barely out of college, the weight is immense. Because now, every crossover, every stare down, every reaction is dissected frame by frame. Not just by fans, but by corporations, networks, and brand managers.
So Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap the clipboard.
So, was it really a meltdown? Or was it just a young star cracking under the unbearable weight of expectation, pressure, and non-stop comparisons? Whatever the truth is, the internet didn't wait to decide. Within hours, clips of Angel Reese rolling her eyes, storming off the court, and sidestepping post-game interviews were everywhere. TikTok, X, YouTube, all flooded with hot takes. The comment sections were brutal. Some fans rushed to defend her, calling out double standards, saying Angel is being unfairly vilified for showing emotion. Others weren't as forgiving, calling her behavior immature, unsportsmanlike, even labeling it proof she can't handle the spotlight.
Emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided.
And while the debate raged online, one truth stood untouched. Caitlin Clark's dominance is stirring up waves the league hasn't seen in decades. Love her or hate her, Clark is forcing reactions. From fans, from players, from brands.
A very political guy, but Angel Reese showing her far-right side here was not something I expected! Bang! Time to take another look at the strategy where you go into the paint and then hit fire. Not quite sure if it's a viable long-term strategy. Bang! I was gonna let destruction of property slide, but now we're gonna go for decapitation! Put her behind bars! Oh my gosh, and she's going crazy on her coach! Not the clipboard! No!
Hey, your free throws. All is forgiven. What? How about it? Come on, please. Bang!
Now here's the question, and it's the one everyone's afraid to ask. Where does it go from here? Does Angel Reese take the criticism and come back even stronger, silencing the doubters and reminding everyone why she's a champion? Or does the non-stop pressure, the relentless spotlight, and the viral firestorm become too much to bear? And what about Caitlin Clark? Does this rivalry continue to fuel her rise, or will the weight of being the WNBA's new centerpiece take its own toll? This isn't just a back and forth between two rookies anymore. It's a high-stakes chess match with money, media, and legacy on the line. One thing's for sure. The WNBA has never experienced anything quite like this. Two young women, one surging, one struggling, and the entire basketball world, fans, brands, networks, glued to every second of it. Because now, the game isn't just played between the lines. It's happening in post-game pressers, TikTok edits, group chats, corporate boardrooms, and headlines across the country. And no matter which side you're on, you can't look away.
Doing well this season. I think that is evident. It doesn't look like they are going to make playoffs. And this was just a moment of frustration at the end of the game. It is funny though when you play the clip over and over. This was a warranted crash out.
The Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese saga is no longer just a basketball rivalry. It's a defining storyline of the modern WNBA. Two of the league's brightest rookies, both trailblazing in completely different ways, now find themselves locked in a cultural collision course that's bigger than the game itself. Caitlin Clark, the sharpshooting phenom with logo range accuracy and an icy on-court demeanor, is rapidly becoming the league's central force. Not just for her talent, but for what she represents. Marketability, momentum, and a massive media machine behind her. She's drawing record-breaking crowds, shattering jersey sales, and shifting the economic landscape of women's basketball seemingly overnight. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, the unapologetically bold, emotionally charged forward with championship pedigree and cultural impact of her own, is being cast in a much more complicated light. She's fierce, raw, and vocal. But now, under an unforgiving spotlight, every reaction becomes a headline, every moment of frustration a narrative twist. After their most recent matchup, one where Clark stole the show yet again, the media frenzy turned electric. Footage of Angel walking off court, dodging interviews, and wearing visible frustration set social media ablaze. Some fans rushed to defend her, pointing to double standards and how confident black women athletes are portrayed under pressure. Others painted her as rattled, overwhelmed, and exposed. And then came the unconfirmed but damaging rumors. Sponsorship deals in jeopardy, brand relationships cooling off, the meltdown whispers echoing louder with each post-game silence. But here's the deeper truth. This isn't just about who wins games. This is about identity, perception, power, and the price of public image in a league still finding its footing. The WNBA is experiencing a seismic shift, a passing of the torch that's messy, emotional, and happening in real time. Caitlin Clark, whether she asked for it or not, is now the face of the league. And that means every player around her, especially ones like Reese, who've built their own following, must adapt, respond, or risk being left behind in the narrative. That tension is palpable. It's in every foul, every stare down, every post-game tweet, and it's only intensifying. What fans are witnessing isn't just a rivalry, it's a league wrestling with its future. Who gets to lead it? Who gets to profit? And who gets torn down in the process? These aren't easy questions and there's no clean resolution. But one thing's clear. The next chapter between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese will be more than a game. It will be a battle over legacy, loyalty, and who defines the next era of women's sports. And whether you love one, root for the other, or just can't look away, you're watching history unfold in real time. Team Clark or Team Reese? Who's owning the moment? Drop your take below.